Households struggling with the cost of living should benefit from a 12-month scheme by the Albanese Government to cap energy prices. The $1.5 billion federal support is hopefully good news for Australian households who've struggled paying their energy bills. The scheme offsets the increase to the default market offer and the Victorian Default Offer. The only losers appear to be the gas and coal wholesalers and people who don't look for a better deal on their energy. And joining us to discuss what capping energy prices means is Compare Club's Paul Cogran. Morning, Paul.
Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Good, thanks. So what can households expect to see from capping energy prices, and how quickly will energy retailers move to offer these competitive prices?
Yeah, great question, Michael. So to understand that, I'll probably quickly explain firstly how the default market offer works. Each year in May, a draft determination is put out by the Australian Energy Regulator, and that will give energy retailers and the rest of the market an indication about what the new regulated price will be, or the default market offer will be for the following year ahead. So that draft determination will come out in May. Once it's then agreed on and landed, it'll take effect from July. So what we've seen here from the Albanese government is, I guess, a bit of a preemptive announcement to cap wholesale prices coming into next financial year, I guess with a view that it will help to offset what is expected to be a fairly big increase in that default market offer. Industry experts had indicated that might have been an increase of in the vicinity of 30 or 40% or more. Hopefully, with the capping of wholesale prices, we might see that increase down at maybe the 20 to 25% mark is kind of my personal view. So we won't see an immediate change in terms of what the end consumer pays. What we will see is a bit more confidence come back into the market. Excuse me. We will see energy companies coming into next year start to discount again, and we'll see better offers and better discounts coming in that help to offset the increase in that default market rate in July.
Great. Now, is this a win-win for retailers and customers? And how will it help households who will proactively shop around for that better deal?
Yeah, look, it is good for retailers. If we have a look at what's happened in the last 12 months, Michael, we've had a handful of energy retailers actually go under. So companies like Elysian Energy, Pooled Energy have gone under in the last year, and others including LPE and Amber have stopped acquiring customers. That's not great. That's people being put out of jobs. That's companies in Australia going underwater, which is not good. So from that perspective, there's a real positive that this wholesale cap will give retailers a lot more confidence coming into the year. It'll remove some of that volatility for them, and hopefully we'll see that passed on to consumers.
Great. Now, the cap's only in place for 12 months, which doesn't seem long enough. Should it be for longer, and how much longer should it be?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think that's probably certainly on my mind and others' mind is, for many retailers, Michael, they've already bought their wholesale for next year. And in some cases, they've paid a lot less than that cap. So, what effect will it have when it's just a 12-month period? It's really hard to see. I think that certainly a 2 or a 3-year period will be a lot more positive. I guess at the same token, though, the Albanese government, there's an element of wait and see what happens with the war in Ukraine, hope that they don't have to continue to run a cap like this. It is quite a disruption to the to our energy market. So from that perspective, I guess they want to see how things pan out. But certainly my view is that it'll need to run for longer than 12 months to have any significant impact.
All right. So Compare Club, what's the main tip that you would give consumers to get the biggest benefit from this? What do they need to do, Paul?
Yeah, definitely be ready to shop around. Coming into May, June next year, you'll start to see the announcement of those prices. We'll get an indication of how much your power bill is going to increase next financial year, and be ready. We think that retailers will start to bring out new offers. There's already some better value in the market in terms of bundled plans. Retailers who are bundling both electricity and NBN. There are retailers running offers around solar feed-in tariffs. And there are retailers running offers if you want to switch to carbon neutral. So be ready to shop around and keep a finger on the pulse. Otherwise, you could get a fairly sharp increase overnight in that power bill come July.
Great. All right, Paul Cogran from Compare Club. Thanks so much for the tips.
Thanks for your time. Take care, Michael.